I'm shot here. So as I fall, he's coming quickly at full speed to go to the top of me. So this happened in seconds. The bloody Sunday was just... I mean, the guy that bled to death, more or less, beside me, two of them, I worked with his son, met his son on the way home, and I was one of the last people to go home, how my mother felt and what was going through her head. We're talking about the mural here. We're in the Bogside, and this is part of the Bogside here. This is Rossville Street, and Rossville Street runs in a street called William Street. If you go into William Street in the day, there was a shirt factory there. The women worked, the men had no work. So if you look at it, there's a cage on the window that I pulled off the factory, and I'm holding it here in this mural. That's to protect me from CS gas canisters and rubber bullets. So this tank is called an Army Saracen Pig. Believe it or not, that's the official name. It's a pig, P-I-G. He's coming at full speed ahead to go to the top of me. I fire the brick at the tank. He fires 3 or 4 rubber bullets at the one time, and I'm shot here. So as I fall, he's coming quickly at full speed to go to the top of me. So this happened in seconds. It's even taken me longer to explain. A friend of mine who I can't name now was to my left, and he rolled a nail bomb at the tank, not knowing I was going to be shot. So the nail bomb landed beside me. So he's coming to go to the top of me. So eventually I jumped over the nail bomb, and I'm here to tell the story. And I'd like to emphasise, this is me in the mural. That's not about me. It's about jobs, housing, it's about equality. It's about one man, one vote, resistance, jobs and housing. And that could be a number of loads of different people. That just happened to be me. And nobody knew the photograph was being taken.
So this photograph, when did this appear, and then when did the mural appear?
Well, this is 1971, and at the beginning of 1972, the book came out.
And then you see it in 72?
There's also another photo of me in the same book. It's in here for sale, actually. It shows you me being shot, not this day, a different day. I was shot 4 or 5 times, but a live round was mostly all rubber bullets.
If you don't mind me asking, how did it feel?
Well, I could tell you last night it was going to rain today.
What do people say when they come here and learn about the history?
Well, as I explained to this guy earlier on there, when I went to school in 1966, my teacher started telling us about the Nelson's Pillar being blown up in Dublin, and you thought it was like 150 years ago. The Easter Rising is just past 100 years. So when I was going to school, it seemed like 150 years. It's still only 100 years, so this is only 50 years. So it's going on. And because of social media and youth people now, I love to get English people here. We love Americans, we love them from all over the world. Me personally, I love to see English here. Number one, when you meet them, you know they're here for a reason and you know they're interested. But the reason I love them more is because they were the closest when we were getting tortured and shot and blew up and killed. But they were the closest, but they heard the least because it was hidden from them. So now they're coming and they get the story, and it's going on and on. It's great.
So can you tell us the day of Bloody Sunday, your experience?
My experience of that day?
Yeah.
We left the Craigan shops, Craigan Field, the Bishop's Field it was called actually, and we marched all the way. And, it was about civil rights and equality. Bloody Sunday March was actually an anti-internment march, but it was organised by the Civil Rights Association movement, and which we were all sympathetic, and they were rioters like. So when we got down as far as where we got, they stopped us. See, it's all about equality and civil rights. We just wanted to go to our own government offices or council offices, whatever you want to call them, the Guildhall. And because of one man, one vote, we were never going to be elected. See, Derry was always a Catholic majority city. Religion doesn't mean that much to people nowadays as it did then. Young people now are probably less interested. We used to have to go to communion, you had to go to mass, you had to do this and do that. We got as far as we could go, and then the rioting started because they wouldn't let us past. And then everybody retreated back to Union and the shooting started.
Yourself, and then you seen the news. What was your reaction to the mainstream news?
Well, everybody was horrified. To be honest with you, I'm not just saying it because I'm me. But that day, 2 people died, bled to death beside me, and everybody knew. Derry's a small city, so it's only a wee village, really, and everybody knew everybody or knows somebody belonging to somebody. You know, all over the years between internment, people who was killed. But Bloody Sunday was just, it's difficult for me even now to talk about it because, I mean, the guy that bled to death, more or less beside me, 2 of them, I worked with his son, and I actually met his son on the way home, and I was one of the last people to go home. So I sometimes imagined how my mother felt and what was going through her head. They knew there was, slaughter. They didn't know the amount or many, but I go to the march every year, and the simple reason being, people say, "Are you with them? Do you go here? Do you go there? Do you go? Are you with them?" I go to the original march, the original time, the original place, the original route, and thanks be to God so far, some of the original people, because we're all getting older, but that's the reason I go to the main marches, and I witnessed the innocents' blood.